What them say? Up to the buzz. Me don't know. The buzz.
You know how we roll.
This is the entertainment buzz. Further on in the buzz.
That is why they part our things. And them searching and searching. Like gorgeous on the clip them away.
What we gonna do right here is go back. Way back into time.
Sky, are you? All the respect them eyes so full. Like a flag. Hear me now. So about it. Dig it way.
Entertainment buzz are the real thing, man. Sight.
And now, our feature presentation.
Yes, sir. I want to say a very special welcome to the EBUZZ. I'm DJ Bones.
And I'm Kishima Francis. I want to say good night and welcome to our listeners, especially those of you who are listening to IRFM on the go using the IRFM mobile app. Remember, say it free.
That is right. And of course, we want to commend you on being such an awesome magician. The tricks you pull, I want to know how you do them, and I would like you to teach them to me, please. Let me see if we can catch you.
What tricks?
You disappear last week.
Oh gosh, pal, stop
Catch
it.
you? Yes.
I know. I felt like I really wanted to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah, well,
did you change your frames?
no, we still have the same cameras in here.
I mean your glasses.
Oh, well, you have to say different. Everything changed, baby. You see, this is
Yes,
now we
yes,
call
I
a new.
see.
It's called rich. This is a rich.
Yeah, I like it. I like
They
it.
make me feel like me have money.
It's like bolder, you know.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I get to hang with richer people. Kemar is here. Thank you, sir, for making
Yes,
time
yes,
out to
great
visit.
seeing you with his
Yeah.
presence.
Let us mere
So what
mortals
about your contacts though?
still have those.
Okay, okay.
Reload.
Special occasions?
Special occasion can endear, you know. Oh, well. You don't
Yeah.
want to rev them out and wear them out. But I tell you, we want to tell everyone a special good evening. Welcome to the EBUZZ. And we want you to follow us on our social media pages. Instagram, Irie FM Official. Twitter, Irie_FM. Facebook at Irie FM. And feel free to join us on TikTok at Irie FM 107. And it's a Zoomy night tonight. But we start with sad news with the passing of one of our
Leroy
Jamaican
Gibbons.
columns. I'd say he's a column in the reggae music, and it's Leroy Gibbons. Very surprising news we got. I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
Sad. We're going to be doing a tribute. We'll be doing a tribute to him. Only fitting.
Yes, helping us with that tribute, we're going to be joined with, veterans King Jammy and Jack Scorpio. They're going to be joining us via phone.
All right, so they're on now. So we'd like to welcome up. Let me bless up King Jammy. What I say, King Jammy? The king is
King
here.
Jammy, welcome.
Well, I'm there a sad move, Papa.
Me too. And we also want to welcome Jack Scorpio. Jack!
Oh, you know, my friend.
Oh, you do me?
Yes.
You good?
Mr. Bone.
I know.
Bless up yourself.
Bless up yourself. Great to have two great stalwarts in the business on the line with us simultaneously.
It's on low for my phone, no phone.
It's on low?
Yeah.
Let me see if Kemar can set that. I don't know.
How about now, King Jammy and Jack? You can hear us clearly.
Well, he says
I can't hear you, but I know it's so low, but tell me so. Me hear Jack louder than me hear the both of you.
All right. Tell us a little bit about your memories of Leroy Gibbons. Such a great performer, especially. Anyone can take it, King Jammy or Black Scorpio.
Well, I will start,
Okay.
because as you know, I recorded Leroy Gibbons, before anybody in Jamaica, and I made most of the hits with him. So,
Yes.
he was such a jovial person, and every time I see him, we have to run some joke before we get into the studio or anything,
Yeah.
As you can know that the last time he performed with us was at Sumfest 2 years ago.
Yes.
The tribute to Jammies, and I mean we did so well, and he was just like when he was recording in the studio, So he's always a jovial person, a nice person, you know. Friendly, very friendly and nice.
Yeah. How did you meet
How
him?
about you, Jack?
Yeah, Jack.
Well, I mean, you know, Jammy said Jammy just a man who produce and give him all the hits and them, and just as him say, a jovial person. I happen to work with him quite a few times, but it's mostly in by my studio. I would do a lot of dub plate. Him come there, come write a lot of songs where, like, different producers. But he's just a wonderful person, and we just meet another great guy. You know, for me, when I listen to some of the songs that were Jammy's produced, you have to lift your hand to Jammy's. You know, this magic moment. Why are you going away? And the list goes on. And Four Season Lover. I have dubbed with all of those. But as I said, he is so much of a brethren, so jovial and nice. You know.
Yeah.
Were you both surprised by his passing, because reports are that he collapsed in Hanover? What was it like when you hear that news? Were you shocked?
I was definitely surprised because it's a couple weeks ago. I'm doing my documentary right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
A couple weeks ago, I interviewed him. You know, the person interviewed him at my studio. And we were all here.
Wow.
And he voiced a tune for Jan. And I tell you something, last week Jan mixed the song and sent it to him. And him love it so much that he requested that Jan give him a rhythm that him kind of special. And Jan sent the rhythm to him, but we didn't hear from him since that. But I know whenever him came back to town, him always come check me.
Right.
You know, he's a man that check me regular, you know. Every time in that Jamaica, I have a weakness to him.
Wow. What Jack Scorpio, what is your fondest memory? What's your fondest memory of Leroy? I mean, everybody knows that. Yeah.
I have a lot of memory of him. I go to Canada, me and him up and down, and you see the man with no socks and, him come out my studio with, so much time and enough energy, enough vibe. The last time he was at Dancehall Thursday, and he was there and then more a nice vibe. It's just a virgin where you don't know. We as foundation producers and sound owners, and the man come sing from the sound enough time to when we have built and trees and the last memory, as I said, it was at Dancehall Thursday when I was there and he was there, and we all had wonderful vibe, and just feel like that this passing, it's really shocking. But I just see one day and it touching. Why me I wonder why I go on with our artists them just at the boat, like, no, why. But we have got enough good time of virgin. This is a virgin, just as you heard the king said. Him just jovial, him see you, him give a hug, him give this kind of, you don't know.
Yeah.
Like the time they knew to get it to the half team, all is for love, man. I tell you, that's some good guy.
Jammy, what do you think his legacy, is?
Well, his legacy is I would say, he left a legacy of music. I don't know any other thing of his legacy, but I know music. His music is catalog that I have with him, because I have songs that have been released to them, I have a whole album that has been released to them. Plus my album coming like anthems. Every song on that album coming like anthems. So I know it's gonna leave a legacy of music that people will enjoy forever. His memory will live on forever.
Well, I must tell you that I think he performed at Rebel Salute this year. I think we interviewed him at Rebel's house or his studio I think the Buzz was coming live from there. And I think we interviewed him there. And then I interviewed him at Reggae Salute, Rebel Salute rather. It was he's always, as you mentioned, very jovial, very high energy and full of vibes. And to hear, that's why I always say to people, life is the longest thing you'll experience, but it's short, and you have to make a time here count. And I'm just glad that we have had good memories of Leroy. And anybody else, you know, things like this you have to put into perspective. You know, you
Yeah,
have
man.
somebody who's
Sure.
there, cherish them, give them flowers while they're here, because you
Yeah,
just
man.
never know
Yeah, man.
when things will just
Absolutely.
change. You know,
Absolutely.
rest in peace, Leroy
Yes,
Gibbons.
but King Jammy and Jack Scorpio, thank you for coming on. Is there any final thoughts you want to leave with our listeners as we, use
Well,
the opportunity
I just
to
want to
remember
say
Leroy
something like
Gibbons?
last night. I went in the studio, you know, when I heard in the morning, I was feeling so sad I didn't leave my house until in the evening.
Yeah.
So I went to the studio and said, you know what happened? I'm going to make a tribute to Leroy Gibbons. You know? And I went in the studio and I remixed one of his songs. And, you know, when you hear it, I think GT Taylor have it. He's going to play it
Tonight, probably.
tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Right. Okay.
You know, I made an introduction in the song and remix it soon, completely remix the song. I'm not going to say which song it is now, but just listen and you'll hear it tomorrow night and you're going to surprise.
Well,
You know,
all
different
tributes
cut
are needed.
completely.
All tributes are welcome because this was a true
Yes,
column
yes.
of reggae, and
Yeah,
we're
man.
going to miss him. We're going to miss him. Yeah, man. Rest
You're
in
going to miss him, but
Yeah.
as I said,
Definitely.
him have a legacy of great music, going away, Cupid, missing